All right, everyone, here we go. Bonus footage from episode 200. Very excited to share this with you. It truly is a failed experiment. One of the things we did as we were leading up to episode 200, we knew we wanted to make it special. And so we thought, let's ask our viewers and listeners what they would like to see. One of the ideas that we got most excited about was Bob and Josh switching bodies. So Bob would pretend to be me, and I would pretend to be Bob. We loved the idea. We got really excited about it. We tried it for about 10 minutes before we realized, you know what? We've been doing this thing for 200 episodes and a dozen years. We're pretty good at doing it one way. Let's stick with that. So we tried, and we hope you enjoy viewing this failed experiment as Bob and I try to switch bodies. Thank you.
Entry music. Da, 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 da. It's the Bob and Josh Show.
Do I have to sit like you? See, this is the problem. You sit like this, and then you... I guess we should start like this. You can't even hold it. Oh, this is going to be a challenging one.
Yeah, it is. But I was trying to get my neck down in my
Oh my gosh. How are we going to do this?
Hold it. I got to blow up. I'm trying to get my head bigger. Oh, I'm sorry. You have cracks up. Look, trust me. You have fertile territory.
Oh,
I know you do.
That's why I'm trying to say. I mean,
you need to just spread them out. You don't want to waste all of them at one time.
I'm gonna try.
Right.
I'm gonna try, and you know. Well, Josh, I don't know why our listeners can't hear me. You know, maybe it's because I talk over here. And then over here. And then I go over here.
All right.
So technically speaking, you should do the intro.
Are you ready to go?
Let's go, babe. I'm ready. Wait, hold on. Let's go. What are we waiting for? Let me take 5 drinks while I say let's go.
Are you ready, Bob?
Let's go, babe. I don't know how we're going to get through any content here.
I'm like trying to do my Popeye thing here. All right.
Okay.
What are we going to talk about, Bob?
I don't know, Josh. This is normally what you do. And by the way, you do it very well.
Oh, yeah. Yes, so do you, Bob. What's the topic today? I don't remember.
Well, we should do 2 things. Okay. Number 1.
Honor you, Bob, because you are the star of the show.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm going to break character for a moment and do the thing that I generally have to do.
Okay.
So I'll let everybody know what we're actually talking about before
we talk about
Josh/Bob goes on a wild tangent. This is episode 200. So we decided to do something different, something special, I guess, something like that. So we've decided to try and transplant, switch bodies, switch brains, whatever it might be. So I'm going to try to be Bob. Bob has the very difficult task of trying to be me, and we're going to address another tactical topic of planning. So that's the goal. We'll see if we can hold it together.
This came from a suggestion from someone in LinkedIn. We crowdsourced ideas for our 200th episode, and this came in. I forget who it was, but
I don't remember.
We can give honor to, I think it was her, but it was a good idea, or it resonated with me.
So we're going to try.
Intellectually, it resonated with me because I'm so thoughtful all the time.
He's right. Josh is very thoughtful. So we're going to officially check. Okay, so now I'm Bob. He's Josh, and we're going to talk about planning. Sorry. This is where I, as Bob, need to start talking profusely, but not actually address a topic. So I think the first planning session I ever had.
Please tell me more, Bob.
probably around like 1902. It was
Don't you think it was earlier than that, Bob?
No,
Okay.
it wasn't. It was in my like 10th year of working. It was my okay, no, seriously. So planning. Let's see how to address this. I'm not sure this is going to work.
Can I talk now?
Yeah, please.
Okay. I don't know what to say though. I need more time to think. This may not work.
This might not work. I don't think we can do this.
It's so weird.
Cause yeah, I'm trying to think how to
you don't
reframe
talk
it.
much. You don't talk much.
I'm trying to think how to reframe every word.
You gotta like you gotta like be profuse. Whatever that means. You gotta just spew.
I can see I'm going to have to do a lot of editing on this episode.
Oh, I didn't mean it to be that.
No, it's good. Like I'm totally fine with it. Yeah. Yeah.
You want to do take two, Bob? What's on your mind, Bob?
Well, Josh, what's on my mind? Do we have the time? My goodness, what a question. When have I ever looked like that? Okay, so we are...
In every picture of our videos, you have that. Don't you? When have I ever looked like that?
All right, fair. So, in case you haven't noticed, we have decided to flip-flop brains for our 200th episode. That's right, 200th. So this is the ultimate crossover. It is both an audio podcast and a video on our Kazi channel. So I'm very excited about that to hopefully drive content in all directions. But most importantly, we want to continue our trend of addressing tactical things that people do in an agile world. And we are going to address planning today. Sprint planning, release planning, whatever type of planning that you do, we are going to provide you with content to make that better. Okay, so I'm done being Josh, explaining all the important stuff. And then we'll transition into Bob being Bob. So, I'm Bob.
Hey, Bob, tell us more about what's on your mind about planning.
You know, planning is where it's at, babe. Planning. This shouldn't be this hard.
You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't spew.
No, I can't. I'm not.
You're not. You were. I just realized it. For all these years, I felt guilty that I was cutting you off, but you don't. I have the voluminous word count.
Yes.
And it's going to be really hard for you to be me, yeah, because you're just always the thoughtful guy who brings us back to track.
I am the. I like return the serve.
Always.
You know what I'm saying?
Always.
So yeah, so Bob hits the rocket across the net, and I'm diving, trying.
You need to talk about your childhood in Amish country. Go for it, on the farm. I remember Agile had something to do, Agile planning. I remember when I was on the farm with the cows. Go ahead.
So Bessie. Bessie was my best friend, because there were no other friends that would put up with me because I didn't stop talking. And they didn't have a choice. So they all just like, well, I'm going to go find a friend that will let me talk. But Bessie didn't care. Bessie let me do all the talking. It was great. And we would plan about the butter churning that we had to do later that day. And we knew it was a lot of work, but we would break it down step by step.
Hey, Bob?
Yeah.
Could you try to bring it slightly back to topic?
I'm talking about planning. We've talked about work is work.
You talked about butter churn.
I had work to do.
Okay.
It was long, challenging
for
task.
Your incredible knowledge and wisdom. Go. Yeah, please share it with our audience.
I've never said that to him. We had this long process of churning butter. Have you ever churned butter?
I've churned a football on the damn, Kenzie Willikers Field in Cincinnati. Whatever the name of the field, Ficklin. No.
Jimmy Nippert Stadium.
Jimmy. I was in the ballpark.
No, you weren't, Bob.
I have the feeling we need to give this up. Did we give it a good old college try? Do you think I don't know if this is going to work.
Wait, I don't think it's going to work.
No. Do you want to just go back to normal?
Yeah.
All right. Can I be Bob again?
Yeah.
Maybe this is an outtake or something.
Yeah, we're gonna have it'll be some additional like bonus 200 episode content thing. So to wrap this up, again, the goal was for Bob and I to switch brains, switch bodies. In the end, that's not who we are. So it makes our content a little clunky because I'm trying to be Bob, he's trying to be Josh, and
And I
that's
was
not
just
who
quiet.
we are.
Did you notice that? I could at least be. I have an easier job, I think,
Yeah.
of being quiet and thoughtful.
Well, quiet, yes. Thoughtful, no.
No, I was being you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not easy for you to be thoughtful.
That was a little twist. I don't mean to pick, but you pick.
I did have that queued up, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So we tried for all of you that reached out on LinkedIn to Bob's ask for, give us an idea, give us some content to go after for our 200th episode. This is it. We tried it. And it seems like after doing this 200 times, we have a really good groove. And we tried to flip that groove on its head.
And it didn't
And
work.
you know what?
It doesn't.
It didn't work.
It was too much of a stretch. For me, it's too hard of a stretch.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Everyone who gave us ideas, we're going to put them in our queue. We'll review them. So there were some good ideas in there. So it's not that we picked the most interesting, which was the brain switch, I thought, and it sort of it was an experiment, and we failed at it, which is cool. We learned.
Yeah, we did learn.
But there's a lot of other ones there that we'll go through and probably will show up in future Metacasts.
Yep.
So do you want to dive into planning?
Well, yeah, I mean, we got to restart now.
Do we have to restart?
Yeah.
I don't even know what a restart looks like, so please restart.
I know, I do all the hard stuff.
Yeah. The heavy lifting, babe.
Okay. And the switch has been flipped. We're back to normal.
Yep.